Hollydale Ice Arena for the first round of the NJSI AA playoffs. And we are underway here in Hollydale as the Hermits dump it down. Luke Burns off to chase alongside Marco DiGeronimo as an ice will be called here. I'm Frankie Brown alongside Coach Mr. Brumel. Coach, what do you think today?
As long as they come out, let me see, my volume's working. Yeah, as long as they come out hot, everything should be fine. They're the higher-rated team. They're in the top Gordon division. They're the 4 seed. So you want to score early, kind of stop that underdog spirit from really galvanizing the guys in St. Peter's. Because when you're an underdog like this, the longer you stick around, the more you believe, the more the favor kind of tightens up. So trying to score early is key for the Hermits.
As that puck will go out of play. The Hermits this year have had a solid year so far, 10-8 on the year, alongside, their top players. Cam DeLeo really been that main focal point for this Hermits offense, alongside sophomore sensations CJ Misticelli and Carmine LaSpada. Really been those bright spots offensively this year for the Hermits. And then defensively and in goal, they've been solid too. Williams, his senior year, has been solid all year.
Yeah, the Hermits give pretty balanced attack. Like I said, Miscali and DeLeo kind of leading the way. I think the Hermits are going to be successful.
It's going to be LaSpada in. It's Misticelli with the backhand save made by Wolchenkauer.
Hermits are going to be successful if Cam, who's your offensive leader, your senior, been a starter, or at least, the top 2 or 3 line guy since he was a freshman, 2 state championships under his belt, was on the ice for him. Wasn't like he was JV just in his time here. If he can get you 2 points a game, you'll be in good shape. Assists, goals, whatever it is. He's got the skill to do it. Ooh, it's a whiff right there. He's got the skill to do it, but the Hermits will be in good shape if they can get DeLeo going where he's giving you 2 points a game.
It's going to be DeLeo on this left side. Cam DeLeo, save made by Wolchenkauer. There's a big hit by LaSpada there. Puck,
I don't know where it's at,
is lost inside the Marauders player. The Marauders here in their white with chrome helmets. The Hermits in their navy blue tonight. Those home jerseys looking clean as always.
Yeah, it's an interesting look for St. Peter's. I think I missed the first game here. I think I like it. I don't ever really like chrome helmets. I know, who was it? Bergen Catholic used to use them. I don't know if they still do. But I kind of like the gray jersey.
DeLeo. Liberati. Save made again. It's in the feet of Misticelli. It's got it back was DeLeo. It's Misticelli who whiffs on it, who gets it back behind the goal. The Hermits trying to set up their offense. Jake King has it in his feet. Liberati. LaSpada. Back to Misticelli down low. He'll just dump it away. As the puck had it in front. Misticelli! Save made! What a save!
Yeah, LaSpada kind of came back around from behind the net, found who shot it, Mr. Kelly?
I think it was Mr. Kelly in front.
Found him. I think if he found him a half a second earlier, that's in the net. But it just took him an extra half a second to get around the wraparound in the net, which allowed the goalie to recover and make the save. But, good pressure here from the Hermits early. See if they can't sustain it. Maybe put one in here.
It looks like the refs are going to talk to the Hermits bench here. Not sure what that's about.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they called it. I don't think they were because the refs had a little conversation earlier. I don't think they were talking about a goal. Something coach has been yelling about these first couple of minutes, maybe.
I don't know. It was a pretty calm conversation. Because they almost sometimes it's administrative. I don't know.
It'll be Bentoncourt. He'll lose the draw on his feet. It's Bentoncourt gets it to the net. Shot's blocked. Big hit there by Steves in the corner. The Marauders will try and clear it out of their zone. They will. It will be an ice.
Yeah, one of the differences in the rules in the NHL, I kind of forget if this is the Olympics or not. I think it's like that. And high school is you can still make a change. Like in the NHL, you ice it, the same 5 guys are still coming back on the ice because they don't want to give you that benefit. But in high school, you can make that change. So sometimes the icing in high school is not as punishing as it would be in the NHL. And if you're on a long shift on your back heels, sometimes you're like, you know what, take the ice, get 5 new guys on, and go from there.
Lundfeld with the shot saved by Wolchenkauer. Yeah, watching that USA game this weekend, that was kind of the best hockey I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was great. I guess My favorite hockey games might have been, it wasn't 2010 when the Flyers went to the Cup. It was slightly after. You were probably, when were you born, Frankie?
Oh, 9.
Yeah, so you were probably like 3, but there was the one series right after they went to the Cup when they played the Penguins, and like won in 6 or 7. Scott Hartnell talking crap to fans. Like, that was my favorite series I've ever watched. But yeah, that was a great one this weekend. I mean, Canada had us on our heels for a lot of that second and third period, but
It kind of reminds me of, like, I didn't think the USA was the better team, and they kind of came out with the win as Bentancur whiffs on his shot.
I mean, it shows you, like, you can be evenly matched, and if you're not playing as well, if you have a hot goalie, you can beat anybody in hockey. Hockey more than other sports. If you have a hot goalie, it's a great equalizer.
Yeah.
So when the Hermits won their second ever state championship, or the first of that back-to-back a couple years ago, they were just as good as the rest of the teams in the state, but they were the 7th seed, lost a few games they shouldn't have going in. But Bobby Kennedy, the goalie, got hot. He was a good goalie who got hot at the right time, and that really was the main reason that they kind of went on to win the state championship that year.
Yeah. It's going to be Bradley on this left side here. Bradley walks. He'll fire a shot wide. Looked like it deflected in front. That's a good back check there by Mystic Shelley. It's going to be Chalmers with a shot. Blocker save there by Wolchikhauser. It will go out of play. It'll be a Hermits face-off in the offensive zone. I mean, so far early this game, Hermits look like they've been on the front foot early.
Yeah, I don't really think KJ's even faced a shot. He might have touched the puck once or twice on like a kind of a dump into the zone, but yeah, it's been all Hermits so far.
It's going to be Reynolds with a shot blocked in front there by Bradley. And the Marauders are going to look to capitalize. It's Lawler who just dumps it down. Williams comes out. He'll corral it. It's going to be Reynolds. He'll take it behind his net. Get by one. He'll find Chalmers on this right side, who gets it in, spins, lost it, goes out of the zone. Hermits just clear. Reynolds dumps it out of the zone and out of play. Face-off will be out of the zone.
Yeah, probably a little more than he wanted, but is what it is. I don't know. Half thinking about it, I think I don't love chrome helmets, but I think I really like these St. Peter's jerseys.
Yeah, the jerseys look pretty cool.
It's got like the accent. It's got the gray.
The gray accents are pretty
cool.
Still
keeps it muted, and they got the red in there. So like
where's the red?
I mean,
I see on the side. Yeah,
like
the
right
stripes.
on the elbows and then like the waist.
As Liberati just dumps it down.
Yeah, as your white jersey, you can't have too much. Yeah, I was like, I don't love chrome helmets, but I really do like these jerseys.
As Liberati wins that open puck there, DiGeronimo just dumps it down. This third line for the Hermits this year, well, tonight the first line has really been that focal point, that, that line that's going to go out and hit someone. And that's what the Hermits love about this line. As Liberati just gets it to the net save, Wolchikhauser deflects wide.
And you can leave that, the more offensive time you spend in the offensive zone, the longer you can leave those lines out there. I mean, as you'll know, as you play varsity soccer and lacrosse, or Liberati
Hermits can go. Liberati with a shot. Save made by Wolchikhauser. He's been hot early.
That was probably not the best time for the change, or a slow change, because you had Liberati basically by himself.
Looks like it will be an ice.
So yeah, St. Peter's going to want to clean up those changes there. But yeah, the more time, like I said, it's similar in soccer and lacrosse. When you have the puck, the ball, the whatever, and you were moving it around, the defense has to work harder than you just being in that position passing it around. So I think you can leave that first line out there longer. It's hockey, it's different. You're still working hard back behind. But when you're just passing that around up top, behind the net, swinging around in your offense, you're working less hard than the defense is. So you're not expending as much energy. You can leave those top line guys out there.
Grimes tried to clear. Just got as far as the blue line. Hermits dump it back deep. It's a good forecheck there by Mystic Shelley and LaSpada, creating chaos in that left side corner. Marauders come up with it. They're going to try to capitalize. It's going to be, looks like Grimes who lost it. Good play by Lumpfeld. And here the Marauders go. Shot save made by Williams, his first of the night, save on Ferraro, as the Hermits will look to go here. It's going to be DeLeo on this left side. DeLeo cuts in. Cam DeLeo forehand back and wraps around. A shot save made by Wolchikhauser.
Yeah, good play there by the defender. Kind of cut off the angle. Cut off the angle. Made DeLeo take the shot at a tight. Wasn't able to pass it across for like an easy tap in for LaSpada. But if St. Peter's is going to win this game, that's how they're going to do it. The goalie playing well. Hermits make a mistake. They just got to capitalize there. They have basically a 2-on-0. Maybe you could call it a 2-on-1. But if St. Peter's is going to win this game, tough goal. I mean, good goaltending, and that turnover you're there is the kind of stuff they got to capitalize on. Oh, shot!
Shot, he scores!
So that was a shot by La Spada. I can't tell if someone got their stick in it. We'll see who skates. They usually have the goal scorer skates first.
It looks like it's going to be La Spada.
Yeah, so it is his. Yeah, I couldn't tell if anybody tipped in front, but yeah, just got a wrist shot from kind of like the middle of the ice in between the two face-off circles, and it was kind of coming. You know what I mean? The Hermits had spent a lot of time in their zone, but that's kind of backbreaking there for St. Peter's. Like they didn't score on the great opportunity they had. Hermits go down maybe a minute later, take the 1-0 lead, and it's the kind of start the Hermits were hoping for.
Yeah, that's La Spada's 12th goal of the year. That senior presence is going to be Boucher here on this left side. Boucher gets in there. Glove save. Rebound again. Wolchikhauser, puck's loose in front as the whistle will go. A quick whistle there. Puck had just popped out into the hands of Zilberg.
Yeah, Zilberg was kind of getting the puck going away from that when he got it, so...
Yeah, it looked like Wolchikhauser didn't see it. It was a nice pad save there. Just kicked it out
was like
right into the front.
Yeah, it was like 10 seconds. Everybody just kind of jamming at it, and I think the official was just like, all right, I don't see it anymore. Let's blow it dead. But, yeah, juicy rebound there for the Hermits right before that shot, almost making it 2-0.
It's going to be Reynolds here, trying to beat one. He'll lose it inside of the Marauders zone. Sieves, and here the Marauders can capitalize. The linesman got in the way. Unfortunately, there. Hermits just dump it down. It's going to be Boucher who finds the Marauder inside the neutral zone, and the Hermits will just keep it. Marauders going off for a change as they find Zilberg. No ice there. Mystic Shelley chasing. It's going to be Zilberberg who whiffed on it.
Yeah, there's an extra burr in there. I noticed when I had him in class, I was like, Zilberg? And he's like, look at it a little closer. Zilberberg. And I'm like, all right, throw that in there. Like, double Berg in his last name. But, yeah, St. Peter's playing a little aggressive here on the transition. I'd have to look at it a little bit more, but it seems like they're kind of having one guy, like, leak out on the basically the side closest to your screen, the bottom of your screen if you're watching on the live stream. But they're kind of like in the NBA when you have like that one guy leak out when the shot goes up. They're almost doing the equivalent, trying to catch the Hermits, and they almost did once or twice. But I noticed it, I don't know, the other time there where the Hermits were able to keep it. So it's risky because you're almost down one guy.
As Liberati gets it to the net, save made there by Wolchikhauser.
You know, the earlier you have him leak out, the less defenders you have. But you know, playing aggressive, trying to get that goal right back.
To be Bradley with a shot, glove save there. Eight minutes gone in this first period. Hermits have a 1-0 lead. It's been a good start for the Hermits so far. Looking to get one more as this third line's back out there again. They keep it in. Weyerman didn't go to the puck. They'll dump it deep. As a big hit there by Weyerman on that right side. Throws it over to Lundfeld. Burns corrals it. They'll find DiGeronimo inside. Marco DiGeronimo with a shot, glove save there. Yeah, Dustin Wolchikhauser's been hot early in this one. He's had a couple really nice saves. I was looking earlier, doing some research. He was up for honorable mention in the Gordon Conference this year. He's had, 511 saves this year for the Marauders. Has about a 91.91 save percentage. So it's been a good year for Dustin Wolchikhauser, the junior. Puck in front was tipped by Burns. It's going to be back. Throwing the Weyerman with a shot blocked in front there by the Marauder. As Burns has it. Forehand, backhand in front.
Just not quick enough, but the right idea for the Hermits as they keep putting pressure on.
Yeah, this third line again doing a really good job down low inside the St. Peter's zone. It's going to be DiGeronimo. Burns, a big hit inside in the corner. Luke Burns stood him up.
Hey, you mentioned the third line.
As puck's thrown in front off the iron. The shot, they score!
I couldn't quite see what it was, but yeah, shot off the post, hits the goalie in the back, and then trickles in beneath.
It's going to be Paul Lavinga. Has his second goal of the year for the Hermits. And that third line, again, like we said earlier, putting a lot of pressure on the St. Peter's team. It went off the post. We couldn't tell. It looked like it may have hit the back of Dustin Wolchickhauer.
Yeah, it hit some part of his body because both him and the defenders were kind of like scrambling to keep it out. They kind of smacked it out, but it was obviously after it went out the line, the referee right on top of it. But yeah, off the post, off the goalie, and in.
Hermits have a 2-0 lead here, just with 5:45 to go. Hermits looking to attack again. It's going to be delay on this left side. Mr. Chili with a shot just wide. Hermits have a lot of momentum right now, looking to capitalize, put a third on the board.
Yeah, one of the staples of the Hermits, under Coach Amarato the last 3 years or so, has been their depth. I mean, they have good top-end players, but you look at the goal totals, it might not be one guy with all the totals. They're a deep team, and they're going to grind you down with top 3 lines.
There's another bad change there by Marauders. Throws it in front. Good D there by St. Peter's. He had Boucher in front. It was a good defensive play, and DeLeo's going to go again. Cam DeLeo in, waits, fires, he scores! Forehand, backhand action for DeLeo. It's 3-0 Hermits.
Yeah, diving goal right there. I think he might have went 5-hole as he kind of like flew over top the goalie.
And a quick 2 goals. 2 goals in 45 seconds there for the Hermits. And this one, may get out of hand soon.
Yeah, like I said, the goalie for St. Peter's is playing well. The Hermits there's only so much you can do when, I don't know, if we played 10 minutes, 8:30 has been in their zone. But yeah, they can't really afford to give up much more than that. So you want to say it's going to be quite over yet, especially with how well he's been playing. I know it might not look like giving up 3 goals in the first period, but St. Peter's is going to have to find their way to get a goal in the net. Like I said, especially when they can't capitalize on their couple mistakes the Hermits have made.
Yeah, I mean, that goal also came from a bad substitution, again, from St. Peter's. So that's been twice where the Hermits have had the opportunity to capitalize, and they did on that one.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of sloppiness from St. Peter's in those areas because right now in this first period, their bench is the quick change. You know what I mean? Their bench is closest to their goalie, so it's not as you have to go all the way across ice or all the way across the middle of the ice. And they're still a little slow on that because, like earlier, we talked about it where the Hermits had a good chance, weren't able to score on a slow change. Another slow change here leads to a goal. You wonder what's going to happen in the second period when they got to go across center ice to make those changes.
Yeah, the Hermits today running 7 defensemen. So really, it's been, they had their 2 top D pairings in King, Liberati, and Reynolds and Boucher, which has been, kind of changed up. Lines have been changed up a little bit these past couple of games. As thrown in front, Zilberberg. Save made there by Wolchickhauer. King.
I think he's a tough freshman, too. He's not going to really shy away from anybody.
Yeah. Bradley. Zilberberg. Liberati gets it to the net. It was Zilberberg in front. Laspada has it now. The Marauders clear. Hermits regain control. It's going to be Liberati on this left side. Dom Liberati couldn't get a shot off as the puck will go out of play. As there's about 3 minutes to go here, the Hermits have had a quick start to this one. 3-0. Just about 12 minutes through. This third line's back out there for the Hermits. As DiGeronimo gains control inside that left end toward the west. As Boucher gets by one. Boucher tips it in, they score! Braden Boucher! It may have been tipped by Luke Burns in front.
Yeah, Boucher's the one going to the net first, so maybe he didn't. Maybe Burns was trying to get it. Maybe he hit off one of the St. Peter sticks, but
Yeah, it looked like it may have taken a deflection. From our angle right now, it looks like it may have gone in on that high glove side. Maybe the goalie was thinking, hey, it's going to get deflected, because Burns was in front and had his stick up. Boucher didn't even know he scored.
Yeah, that kind of delayed reaction.
It's going to be Boucher. Yeah, so 4-0 here, just about 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go as the puck lost it. Lavinga again, Paul Lavinga, save made.
Yeah, I think that's one of those where, like, he had a great opportunity to shoot, he took it, but maybe that extra pass might have led to a goal. But it's one of those when you're up 4-0, you're like, all right,
yeah,
I'm going to take this shot.
It's going to be Mystic Shelley in for the draw. Hope he's sent out. It's going to be DeLeo. Never know how that works. You know, sometimes they go early, they don't get kicked out. Other times they do.
Yeah, it probably depends on the ref, depends on the situation, depends who, how aggressive their like early start is.
It's going to be Boucher here. Boucher just gets this in, that's glove save there by Wolchek-Hauer. Yeah, that's Boucher's third goal of the year. The Hermits are just really pouring it on this St. Peter's team. You know, in the locker room, if you're the St. Peter's staff, what are you saying?
Just keep your head up, keep working hard, you know what I mean? Give your goalie a little more chance to breathe and take advantage when they make mistakes, because the Hermits will make a couple of mistakes. You just have to capitalize on them.
This could be Boucher. Reynolds tips it to that save made. That was tipped in front. LaSpada had it down low, lost it. As LaSpada regains control in the middle of the ice, lost it. It's in his side of his feet. And Reynolds will just dump it down. 2 minutes to go here in this first period.
I wonder if they ever get the wrong boot.
Oh, a bad bounce in front. And the Hermits shot, they score. Carmine LaSpada, the second opportunity. A fortuitous bounce.
Yeah, shot, rebound right back to him. And once the goalie made the save, he was not in a position to make that second save so quickly. So good job by LaSpada as the Hermits go up 5-0.
Yeah, it's just a really bad bounce for St. Peter's there. It looked like it deflected off, you know, the outside of the goal and just bounced right in front. It wasn't even a pass, it just deflected outside right in front. That's LaSpada's, is that his second of the night? I think it is.
Yeah.
So that's his 13th of the year. Hermits looking to capitalize here, have numbers. It's going to be Benencourt in. Braden Benencourt holds, waits, lost it. Steves regains it behind the net. Him, Chalmers, and Benencourt. It'll be Lundfeld. Lundfeld down low. Benencourt gets by one, gets by another. He'll find Wireman. Doesn't shoot. Tipped in front. Outside, where's the puck?
Did it land on the top of the net? Where's the puck? Someone, the goalie doesn't even really know where it's at. It's
under him.
Because it looked like it got popped up.
It looked like it popped up and hit the back, hit the post. I guess it bounced straight into the back side of Wolchek-Hauer. As we approach 1 minute to play in this first period, Hermits up 5. Zilverberg wins the faceoff. Bradley lost it. They'll just dump it down. Couple line changes here for the Hermits. It's going to be DiGeronimo. Bradley. And Lundfeld.
Yeah, Lundfeld should have got it, so they're not going to call icing there.
Good play by Lundfeld to regain control. They'll find Zilverberg. It'll be Wireman. They'll dump it deep. 35 seconds to go in this period 1. Another dump. Lundfeld couldn't control.
I knew Boucher scored earlier. I think they get the wrong Boucher when they tallied in the scorebook. They both begin with B, two brothers. I don't know. In my adult league, when I play soccer with my brother, whenever he scores, I'd be like, yeah, it's Tom Brumel. Write that down. Whenever the Bouchers ever try and steal each other's goals and assists like that.
They'll call an ice there with 12 seconds to go in period 1. So are they going to clear the ice? Like, is this the period?
We usually cut the ice after the end of the first period. I know it's like you either do it at the end of the first or end of the second.
Second, yeah.
And I know it's a little early to be thinking this, but I forget, there is a mercy rule, but I think it's like 10 goals or something like that in the third. We'll clear that up and get back to you. I may take a couple pictures since no one else showed up in the second, so it might be you, Frankie, for a little bit in that second period, but
yeah,
we'll be back up and around. Maybe I'll get KJ Williams' brother to do it.
Period 1 comes to an end. The Hermits 5, the Marauders of St. Peter's 0. We'll take a 15-minute break and be back here on Hermits Broadcasting Channel. 5-0 is your score at the end of 1. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, for the start of the second period. Hermits 5, St. Peter's nothing. It's a good first period for the Hermits. Had a lot of, attacking chances and shots on Dustin Wolchikauer. Hermits capitalized 5 times in that period. Multiple goals by Carmine Laspada. DeLeo had one. Boucher had one. And the Hermits are back underway here in this second period as DiGeronimo is going to hustle for the puck, dumped down by Luke Burns, who regains the control on this right side. It's going to be DiGeronimo. Reynolds keeps it inside the zone. He hands it down. The Hermits are going to be offsides. If he goes in, they won't. It's going to be Reynolds. George Reynolds lost it on this clean sheet of ice. It looked like he just slipped. It's going to be Boucher. He'll get it to that save. Wolchikauer. They'll dump it deep. It's going to be Paul Lavinga. Reynolds gets it to that tipped in front. Wouldn't go. As Lurcherino clears. Not far enough. Save Wolchikauer. It was DiGeronimo. A big hit there by Marco DiGeronimo. It's going to be Mystic Shelley. Thrown in front behind Burns. And the Marauders just clear. Won't be nice. Liberati gets there in time. Hermits go off for a change as we are 1:15 into the second period. Liberati. Laspada regains control in the neutral zone. Carmine Laspada waits her hold. He'll throw it behind the net. It's going to be Jake King. King to Laspada. Down low to DeLeo. Laspada. Back to DeLeo. He has space. He'll spin. Couldn't find his pass to Mystic Shelley there. The Marauders just clear as far as the blue line. Mystic Shelley's going to go again. Finds DeLeo. Cam DeLeo in. DeLeo shot. He scores! Cam DeLeo on the pass by Mystic Shelley. Hermits lead 6-0. A nice pass there, a nice give and go play to find Cam DeLeo on that breakaway. He put it glove side on Dustin Wolchikauer. It's 6-0 here, just almost 2 minutes in to this second period. It'll be Benencourt. He'll win the faceoff. That's DeLeo's second of the night, his 14th of the year. As a blocker save there by Wolchikauer. It'll be Steves to have it in the corner. It's Chalmers now. Chalmers wins the battle down there with Grimes. They'll clear. No ice is called. Williams comes out to corral it. It'll find Chalmers on the blue line. He'll spin. He'll get it. Tried to find Benencourt cutting. Couldn't. And they'll just dump it deep. Grimes got by one. The Marauders trying to go here. Shot over to the head of KJ Williams. And the Hermits can clear. They will. It'll be Weyerman. Weyerman puts it to the net. Pad save there by Wolchikauer. And a big hit there by Sam Steves. And the Marauders just dump it down, go for a change. 3 minutes into this one, the Hermits get another one to start the period. It'll be Reynolds. Reynolds on this near side. George Reynolds, forehand, backhand save made. Another save made by Wolchikauer. Where's the puck? It's behind the net. Good save there by Wolchikauer. DeLeo lost it in his feet. Cam DeLeo behind the net. He'll find Boucher. Throws it to the tipped in front, save again by Wolchikauer. It was tipped by Reynolds, though, just clear, and a nice will be called. Hermits a lot of pressure here to start the second. Not sure how that puck didn't go in. It was a great save there by Dustin Wolchikauer. It'll be Zilberberg to have the face-off. Alongside Bradley and DeLeo, Hermits mixing up their lines here to start the second period. Face-off was won by the Marauders, and they'll just clear only so far as the blue line, as picked up by Boucher, dumped back in. The Hermits gonna put some pressure on again. DeLeo, good forecheck there, gets by one. DeLeo lost it in his feet. Boucher keeps it down deep inside the St. Peter's defensive zone. Reynolds has it. Boucher's gonna keep it in. He'll throw one to the net. It was blocked in front there by Lucherino. And a good forecheck there. Zilberberg thrown in front. DeLeo, save made. DeLeo looking for a hat trick. A big hit there by Zilberberg. DeLeo, spin move in the inside. He'll come again. It's Zilberberg with a shot. Blocker save there by Wolchicauer. More pressure here by the Hermits to start this period. It'll be Reynolds. He'll dump it deep. No ice. Zilberberg will get there. He'll throw it in behind them. Paul Lavinga was cutting. Couldn't find him. The puck will be thrown out of play. It will be a face-off to the left side, facing Dustin Wolchicauer. 1-0 in the second period so far. 6-0 in total. 5 minutes through. Hermits trying to draw up a play here. It's Paul Lavinga, DiGeronimo, and Burns. Lavinga wins the faceoff. Thrown to the net, tipped in front by Lavinga, wouldn't go. Lavinga again couldn't corral it. And now St. Peter's will try to counterattack. Good defense there by Liberati. Lavinga had it. Looked like Burns or DiGeronimo couldn't get back on side early enough. It's Jake King and Liberati, the defensive pairing, alongside that third line we've been talking about all night. Burns, good back check there. Liberati makes one miss, makes another guy miss, couldn't make a third. It'll be DiGeronimo just to dump it deep, only so far as Nick Smith. King gets there. King throws it back to Paul Lavinga. It's Liberati. Dumps it deep to DiGeronimo. Tried to tip it in front, wouldn't go. It's Jake King. King gets it to the tipped in front. He scores! Marco DiGeronimo! Deflects it in front off the shot of Jake King and DiGeronimo. Puts a 7 on the board for the Hermits. It was a nice shot there by King, looking for that deflection. And DiGeronimo was there, tips it home over the glove side, and a goaltender change we'll have. Robert Mafia will come in for the Marauders. 7 goals given up for Dustin Wolchicauer, but he stood on his head tonight for the Marauders. So the senior Robert Mafia steps in. Hermits up 7. Just 6 minutes through this second period. DeLeo. Mystic-Chelli throws one in front. Laspada for the hat trick. Wouldn't go. Mafia's first test of the night. DeLeo. Battles in the corner. It's going to be Laspada in front. Mystic-Chelli was hacking at Mafia's glove. Puck is covered. DiGeronimo's third goal of the year gives the Hermits a 7-0 lead. Another fast start to the period. Like we said earlier, Hermits needed to start fast. I think they've done that. 7-0 here just early into this second period. Benincourt loses the face-off. It's Jack McKeon. Lundfeld will just dump it deep. Was looking for Sam Steves. It'll be Triolo. Steves. Neutral zone. Steves gets by one. Sam Steves throws it to the net. On the outside, thought it went in. It'll be Triolo. Rips one from the point just wide. And the Marauders looking to clear, they will. It's going to be Grant Fisher who just dumps it deep. And a big hit there by Triolo. He stood up Jack Lawyer, and here they go. Benincourt trips, had the 2-on-1, couldn't capitalize. Chalmers now. Steve's a big hit. Jay Chalmers gets by one, gets by another. Chalmers dangling inside the Marauder zone, gets by three. Hermits going off for a substitution. It'll be Reynolds. On this near side with Bradley, throws it in front, hit off the side. Reynolds stops his feet, will come back around. He'll get it, a big hit there. It's going to be Dylan Bradley. Was looking for Reynolds. Puck clears. It's going to be Reynolds now. On this left side, Reynolds just dumps it deep. A bad bounce. Good bounce there by Reynolds. Reynolds throws it in front. Benincourt. Good save by Mafia. As Bradley will just throw one into the net. And Mafia covers. It'll be Zilberberg to win the faceoff. LaSpada. It's going to be LaSpada. Throws one back, was looking for Triolo. Triolo's getting a foot race now. Good job there by Triolo on, I think it was Enzo Khan. As the puck was looking for LaSpada, it was blocked there by Zilberberg. Triolo lost in his feet, regains it. It's going to be Dylan Bradley now. He'll throw it behind his goal. Hermit's going to look to regroup. Hermit's just dump it deep. It's going to be nice. As we are about 9 minutes through this second period. Hermits scored 2 in the period. Let's make it a 7-0 lead. Not sure what, if there even is a mercy rule in high school hockey or what it is. As puck just thrown. Luke Burns is going to try to get there. Burns in on the breaker. Burns save Mafia. Rebound a shot Mafia. DiGeronimo went wide. Good rush there by the Hermits. It's DiGeronimo and Burns fighting for it in the corner. It'll be Grimes to come up with it. Only clears as far as DiGeronimo. Liberati gets into the net, tipped in front. A glove save there by Mafia. What a save. Reaching back, almost didn't get it, but he did a great save there by the senior. Going to be Mistichelli, DeLeo, and LaSpada back in for the Hermits. This first line having a lot of presence tonight. It's LaSpada, finds Liberati on this near side. Tried to throw into the net. It was blocked in front. LaSpada regains control. Gets by one, gets by another. Lost it, though. A great job there by LaSpada on the big hits on the left side there. To be DeLeo. LaSpada's tripped up. No penalty called. King was going for the big hit there. It's going to be Liberati deep. He'll find DeLeo. He'll dangle inside of his own defensive third. King finds DeLeo, who's hit from behind. No penalty called, no ice, as Misticelli gets there in front. It's going to be Misticelli. He'll find DeLeo on the inside. DeLeo to La Spada. Back to Liberati. They'll dump it deep. It's DeLeo. DeLeo on the far side. They score. Cam DeLeo. I think he has a hat trick tonight. It's DeLeo who came into, that moneymaker spot in the middle of the net. Threw one on Robert Mafia. It looked like it went 5-hole. I thought Mafia had it. Referee saw it inside the back of the net. The Hermits lead 8-0. If that's DeLeo's third of the night, that's his 15th of the year. Misticelli has another assist tonight. And La Spada also gets that a second assist, that hockey assist there. Bendencourt just dumps it deep, looking for Sam Steves, who'll battle with it in the corner. Bendencourt. Reynolds throws one inside. Rebound. Where's the puck? It's thrown out. Hermits keep it in, though. Good job there by Reynolds. He'll dump it deep again, as a delayed penalty will be called. Hermits also made a goalie change as well. Jackson Seifert's in for the Hermits. And some pushing and shoving after the fact. Chalmers gets into it. Zilberberg gets into it too. Hermits will go on the power play, looks like as of now. But something after the fact that the Hermits didn't like. And they made it known there. Not sure if Jackson Seifert realized there was a penalty, as Chalmers will go to the box for the Hermits. The two men in the box, so the Hermits will be on the power play. Thomas London goes to the box. Can't see the other one as well. Hermits will have a power play, though, it looks like. Yeah, so it will be Thomas London, and both, I guess, will be coincidental minors. So it will be a 5-on-4 power play. Probably Chalmers for roughing, it looks like. So the Hermits look like they'll be next back in action Thursday, I'm pretty sure, over the winner of Morristown Beard or Gloucester Catholic, as the puck's thrown in from Mafia. Glove save. Liberati's pass broken up. It's going to be Luricino. Good D there by DeLeo. Hermits have 1:30 left on the power play. 3 minutes to go in this second period. 8-0 is your score. Hermits on the power play. Misticelli. Reynolds dumps it deep into the stick of Dom Liberati. DeLeo. Reynolds throws one to the save. Mafia. And the Marauders clear. Minute to go on this Hermits power play. DeLeo. Liberati throws. It's DeLeo who wraps it around, throws one in front, and then a whistle is sounded. Looks like the net was off. It's Zilberberg who wins the draw. We'll find Jay King up top. King finds Boucher. Back to King. Benencourt has it. Throws one in front. Save, Mafia! A pad save there by Robert Mafia. Dangles inside there. King. Boucher. DiGeronimo's shot blocked off by Mafia, who's made a couple big saves early in this one for him. Benincourt, power play's gone. Hermits couldn't capitalize as it's Benincourt. Hermits will try to keep it for this last 90 seconds of this second period. King. Boucher throws one in front. Save, Mafia. Mafia's had a couple big saves. You know, the senior in possibly, or I think it is his last game for this Marauders side. You know, when you get to a certain score, I think you got to start playing your seniors more, as Lundfeld has it. So I guess the staff wanted to get, you know, Mafia one last game, you know, one last time in a Marauder uniform for St. Peter's. And he's made a couple big saves for his team in the second period. As we approach 1 minute to play in the second period, thrown in front, shot, they score. Paul Lavinga on the pass by Luke Burns. 9-0 Hermits. Or maybe it wasn't. Was it Dylan Bradley or was it? I couldn't tell. Bradley went first. We'll look to see what Mr. Morris, our PA announcer, says. It will be Dylan Bradley. It'll be Grimes, whose shot was fought off by KJ Williams, who hasn't seen much action tonight. And Bradley's on the score sheet for the Hermits, as Wehrman's shot fought off there by Mafia. Bradley has it. It's Paul Lavinga who'll wrap it around. He'll find Luke Burns, who lost it. Bradley tried to hand it down, couldn't. Wehrman thrown into the net. It was tipped in front by Paul Lavinga. Lundfeld. And that will be the end of this second period of play. The Hermits score 4. Increase their lead to 9. As we will be back here on Hermits Broadcasting Channel, presented by Toyota of Vineland. Toyota, let's go places. We are back here, ladies and gentlemen, for this third period of play. The Hermits 9, St. Peter's 0. One more goal will, in fact, send this game to a mercy rule, I think.
Yeah, up by 10 after 2, and it's a mercy rule. So maybe one goal left if it's for the Hermits.
And we will have the home playoff game on Thursday, correct?
Yes. So if we had won...
Ooh. As the Marauders save made by Seifer.
Yeah, so if we had won, the game was going to be on Thursday. So I wonder if I can even find a score. Morristown Bears probably going to win their game. They're facing Gloucester Catholic right now. But yeah, it'll be here on Thursday at our normal 3:05 time slot. We got a doubleheader that day with the broadcasting, as we'll also have the Hermits basketball versus Union Catholic game later that night.
And Seifer throws it back to Liberati. We'll find King. Laspada just dumps it down. Liberati going to chase. Hermits trying to keep it, and they will. The big hit there on Dab Liberati. Puck thrown down into the Hermit zone for an ice. Subs coming in for the Hermits. It will be, that third line again, who's been hot all tonight, honestly. Yeah. I think they've been on the ice for maybe 4 or 5 goals for the Hermits.
Yeah, hopefully keep that momentum as they head into...
So, looking ahead, if the Hermits do, in fact, win on that Thursday time slot at 3:05, who would they play? Would they be playing Del Barton?
No. So right now, Gloucester Catholic is traveled up to Morristown Beard, who's 17-2-1. So, the reason the Hermits this year, yeah. So the reason the Hermits got the higher seed than Morristown Beard is we play in a tougher division. So Morristown Beard beat a couple Gordon teams. They beat Princeton Day. When they beat Seton Hall. But both of them are in the lower division, so it's kind of like, hey, the Hermits might have a lot more losses, but basically the MAC versus the SEC in terms of, your scheduling. So,
or, if you look at it, Miami over Ohio in basketball right now, not playing, they may not have a loss on the year, but they're not as good as Michigan.
But that doesn't mean they're not very good. It's just you don't know. So, the first time the Hermits ever won the state championship, we played in a lower division. We had lost to Del Barton overtime the year before. Then that year, we were only the 4 seed because it was the same thing. They're like, we don't know if the St. Augustine's really any good because they don't play anybody. We had to beat Del Barton in the semis, and then actually St. Peter's in the finals back in 2007. So it's kind of like you just
DiGeronimo Shotty scores. So this will end it. I think it will. Marco DiGeronimo has his second of the night. And it looks like...
Yeah, that'll be the mercy rule. Yeah, they're all coming out.
Yeah, it will. So the Hermits take a 10-0 victory and only needed 2 periods in about 2 minutes and 5 seconds.
Yeah, they made us wait around during that intermission. If they got this a couple minutes ago, we'd been
to get this one done. The Hermits really dominated tonight. It was something, Hermits have had games this year where they come out slow. I know the first Princeton Day game here was a loss. They came out slow. Some teams, they may take lightly. And I was talking to players earlier this morning, and they were like, I just want to beat this team so bad. We can't come out flat. And that's what the Hermits said. They dominated. From the first puck drop to that last goal by Marco DiGeronimo, the game was just in control of the Hermits all the way through.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. That's how you want the mentality going into playoffs. But now they're really not going to be taking them lightly from here on out because, like I said, Mo Beard is a pretty good team. They're going to be ready to go. They want to prove themselves similar to how Montvale did last year in the playoffs, saying, hey, we belong. And then, if they win that on Thursday, the winner of them, what you would assume is Mo Beard and the Hermits, they would go to play, again, most likely Del Barton next week up at, I think, Menin is where the neutral site is for the semifinals. So there are no easy games from here on out.
Yeah, so. I mean, if Morristown Beard in fact, loses, we will have another battle of Hollydale, which is something, I called earlier in the year this year, and it was a pretty awesome experience.
I would love it. I mean, as much as they're a rival, it's better when they're good. 2 years ago, before they kind of had a little downturn the last couple of years, they had a lead when the Hermits won their first, or the state championship in 2024. GC had a lead on Del Barton in the third period. And then Del Barton went on a run, scored 4 goals, ended up winning by 2 or 3. But GC had a lead, and we were kind of talking with the Gloucester Catholic dad in the stands. We're like, how awesome would it be? You know what I mean? To see each other. So it would be awesome to see a playoff game between the two. But Mo Beard is pretty good. There's a reason they're the 5 seeds, and we'll kind of see how that game shakes out.
Yeah. So that will do it here, ladies and gentlemen, from Hollydale Ice Arena. The score: the Hermits 10, St. Peter's nothing. And we will be back in action here on Thursday here at Hollydale Ice Arena from the winner of the Morristown Beard and Gloucester Catholic game. Tune into that one at 3:05 here on Hermits Broadcasting Channel. Again, at that night slot, at that 6 o'clock time, the Hermits will be back in action in basketball facing Union Catholic, so tune into that. Hermits 6, Hermits 10, St. Peter's nothing. Signing off is Frankie Brown and Coach Brumell.